Alright, so number 17, it's compounded, the investment is compounded quarterly. And so let's just go step by step. So for the principal, for this amount, it's going to be, let me write this down first. Let's see, 12,000. The rate is 8.2%, so we change it to a decimal. Remember, the decimal moves 2 places to the left if it's in percent. And then quarterly means that n is 4. That's 4 times a year. So then that 4 is also written up here. And then we want to know for 10 years, right? That's the first part of the question. So we simplify all this. So the 0.08282 divided by 4 is 0.0205. We added it to the 1, so that gave us 1.0205. And then the 4 times 10 is 40. So when you do that calculation, you put this into the calculator, you get $27,021.01. Okay, so every penny counts, so I'm going to include that penny right there. Okay, so that's my answer after 10 years. Now the question is, when will it be worth, or when is it worth $20,000? So of course, since 10 years is 27, that we know that it's going to be less than 10 years, right? So when it's worth $20,000. So let's go ahead and I'm going to input this into the graphing calculator. Y equals 12,000, 1.0205, and then don't forget it's 4t. You have to input the, or not t, I keep thinking of t for time, but it's 4x because you're putting it into a graphing calculator. So don't forget that 4 in the exponent, okay? And then the other one is 20,000. Okay? Okay, so I got 6.29 years on a graphing calculator. Now, one thing, one thing I discovered right now when I was inputting the calculator on, I have an older version of the TI, so I didn't bring the one from that we use in class. So I had to put parentheses around the 4x. Because when I didn't do that, what the calculator did was it did 1.0205 to the 4th times x, and so it gave me a line when I saw the graph. So be careful. Just to be on the safe side, if you don't have one like the ones in class, put parentheses around the 4 and the x. I think if you're using Desmos, you don't need to put the parentheses because it shows you the cursor in the exponent. Okay, so you'll know. But this is the answer right here. This is what you should be getting. Okay? Okay, so for the final question, it says that you have $25,000 earning 7.8% interest compounded monthly. How much is it worth in 10 years? Okay, so as you see on the setup here, the principal amount is $25,000. The rate, I converted it to a decimal, so it's 0.078. Monthly, that's 12 times a year, so that's the 12 right there, and you write it again up here. And then the time we want to know for 10 years. In the second part, I simplified the decimal, so I got this. I simplified what's in the parentheses, and then the exponent, I just wrote it as 120. When you put this into a calculator, you get forgetting to change that. $54,000, $54,399 and 33 cents. Okay, that's how much it's worth in 10 years. Now the second question is, when will it be worth $40,000? Or actually, when was it worth $40,000? So again, we know that it's less than 10 years because in 10 years it went up to $54,000. And so you're going to input in the calculator, in the graphing calculator, you're going to put in this equation, 1.0065 to the 12t, or 12, I keep saying t, to the 12x. The second equation you're going to put in is y equals 40,000. So again, we expect a number less than 10 because 10 gave us 54. And I got 6.06 years. And again, I can't show you that on the screen, but I graphed these two equations on the graphing calculator. Desmos or a handheld, whatever you have available to you. You look at where the two graphs intersect, the exponential and the horizontal line, where they intersect, and then you look down. So like it would be something like this, where this is what the graph looks like. The exponential would be going like that, the horizontal would be going like that, and then this intersection, that's the one you want. So you're looking for the time, which is right here. This is the time, and the horizontal, that's the value that you want, like the 40,000 in this case. And how much time, that's the number on the x-axis. Okay? Hope these videos helped. Let me know if you have any other questions.